And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
I'll make some calls and get back with you as soon as I can.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go, Raiders. Let's see what we can do today. And the W.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Wow. That was a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On 1st down, Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his 1st target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, it's Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Dalton. And down he goes. goes. Brought down, a Raider sack. Max Crosby gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Carr now on 1st down. He finds Bolden. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Adams the man in motion right. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Meanwhile, Carr's throw into the hands of Turner. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Adams the man in motion left. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And finding Keelan Cole. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp goal right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Five yards from the end zone, first and goal. To throw his car. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. 2nd and long. And this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Andy Dalton. incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Again, it's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And out of the air, Dalton. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And again, it's Ingram. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. They'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. The tight end in motion right. From the 36, Carr. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Mac Hollins, 36 yards. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Oh. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Passing. It's Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 44, Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Throwing, Dalton. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Ingram is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they tackle him at the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
It can also cause significant problems to the person taking it from certain food drugs. There's a perpetual risk of cheese.
Now Carr. A dump off for Abdullah. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Because she knows he was aware of, if did not see sexual harassment.
2nd down and 7.
She joined up with the whistle.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And Carlson missed it. Pulled it to the left. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost the game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say goodnight from Las Vegas.
Got the name Sam Bankman-Fried because his father's Bankman, his mother's Fried. Yeah, okay, so that solves that mystery. Watch the hyphenated people. They both teach law at Stanford. And according to the faculty biography, Bankman specializes in tax law. He's written 2 case books on the subject. He's also a clinical psychologist.
That was a tough loss.
He was writing tax law recently. He wrote something for Elizabeth.
That was a tough loss.
I'm Gonzo. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a flex. While you dare look in the press, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage. Acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know everything is